Nobody told you what you're actually here to do. They told you to be happy, to be successful, to be loved, to be safe. Good goals, wrong ones. These are not destinations, they are conditions. And the problem with chasing conditions is that the moment they arrive, you discover they were not what you were actually looking for. The happiness arrives. And underneath it, there is a question that will not stay quiet. Is this it? You have felt this. Maybe in the boardroom, maybe in the bedroom, maybe in the moment you finally got the thing you had spent years chasing and felt it already starting to mean less before you had finished holding it. That is not a failure. That is a signal. The signal is telling you that you have been chasing the wrong thing. Not because success is worthless, not because happiness is an illusion, but because neither of them is the destination. The destination is what you become on the way to them. I have spent years watching power, how it moves, how it takes, how it reveals. The books I have written are full of people who got what they were chasing and discovered it had stripped something from them they did not know they were gambling. Not the obvious corruption of the obvious villain, the quiet kind, the person who became smaller in the process of becoming larger, who accumulated everything on the outside and lost something irreplaceable on the inside, who got what they said they wanted and found out, too late, that wanting had been making them into something they did not recognize. Becoming happens whether you choose it or not. The only question is what you are becoming. Most people do not ask this. They ask, what am I doing? What am I building? What am I earning? What am I owed? They do not ask, what kind of person am I becoming in the act of chasing all of this? And the answer is happening anyway. Every choice shapes you. Every compromise you make to get what you want teaches you something about what you're willing to accept. Every shortcut quietly becomes part of how you move. Every small surrender gets written into the architecture of who you are. By the time you get what you were after, you have already been formed by the pursuit. The question is not whether you will become something. You will. You are becoming something right now, in the decisions you're making this week, in the ways you're treating the people who cannot help you, in the things you tell yourself at the end of the day when you need to justify the shape of the day. All of it is forming you. The Man Who Corrupted Heaven is about this, not corruption as event, corruption as process. The slow accumulation of choices that shift the architecture of a person without them ever seeing it happen. The mirror gospel is the practice of watching the architecture as it forms, not to stop it. You cannot stop it, but to choose it, to ask before you make the move. What does this make me into? Not what does it give me? What does it make me into? Because the life you are building is also building you, and the version of you it is building is either the one you chose or the one you deserved by default. You are here to become something specific, not the version that arrived in full comfort, not the version that played it perfectly safe, not the version that accumulated every external marker of success and woke up one morning hollow in a way they could not explain. The version that decided, early enough, what it was willing to be built into, and refused everything else. That is the only question worth asking, not what will I achieve, but what am I becoming in the act of achieving it? And if the answer makes you uncomfortable, you are asking it right. This is Gospel of Shadows. Every week we follow the idea past where it gets uncomfortable. Subscribe. Come back next week. We are only just getting started, and the forming has already begun.